All right, welcome to science. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Monday. I think I look like it's Monday, so it's Monday. Oh my goodness, another week. But I got my coffee. I got flavored coffee this morning. And one of, like a different kind of mug. It doesn't have a handle. Good morning, Hannah. Good morning. So glad you can join us. Oh, I don't have my tag here for Zoom. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Hold on. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. All righty. Welcome, everybody. I'm on Zoom, too. For a lot of my classes, I'm kind of doing both. So, yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to pop from one to the other? Cool. You're eating your breakfast, you're chilling out, you're still getting dressed. Go for it. Hey, Christian, what's up, man? I got Hannah, I got Christian, I got nobody on Zoom. My Mother's Day was nice. I got to take a nap. So that's kind of perfect for me. And I did get to see my mom briefly and at a distance. So that was nice. But overall, can't complain. How was your Mother's Day? Tell me. Chime in, everybody. Christian, let me know how your Mother's Day. You know what's funny, Christian? My mother-in-law was really sweet, and she got me a Dunkin' Donuts. I just found out because I was sleeping. She, it should be there. It is 10:30. Somebody was just letting me know it's 10:30. Hey, Mike, what's up? I'm pretty sure I'm on my correct Zoom. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Uh-oh, hold on. I gotta end this meeting. I had a little issue. A little issue. Everybody just hold on with my number. Yeah, sorry about that. Bonjour, Caitlin. Now let's see. Everybody should be able to get on. So I apologize. I think, there we go. Whoops. It's Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had the wrong meeting number. Oopsies. So welcome, everyone. I've got Kara. I was wondering where everybody was. I know you Facebook people are good, but I was wondering what went wrong. So, Monday, everything. Good morning, Jamie. So now it should be fixed. I should be back on my regular. That's one thing I'm really a stickler about. I know, Carrie, you can make fun of me now. What? Nicole is up again? My gosh. Good morning here. Let me make sure I can hear you all. There we go. All right. Sorry, technical difficulties on a Monday. Yes, Caitlin, it is as life. C'est la vie, as we say. I got a knitted mug today. Kind of reminded me a little. I didn't have a science mug. I got to get some new mugs. I'm running low. Hey, Mike, what's up? We've got Carol. We've got Victoria, we've got Terrence, we've got Nicole, and we've got Alona. What? Another early bird. We've got Kara. I can't believe it. She's like, I know. What am I doing up at this ungodly hour? And we've got Dave. Same thing. He's like, what am I doing? You guys must be desperate for entertainment and human contact if you're coming on to science at 10:30 on a Monday. Ha ha! Tricked you. So, we've got an international flair over here. I got to figure out if I can have a background for Facebook. I don't know. I was going to wear a mask, but I thought that looked weird. Yes, Dave. Good morning. Already making mistakes this early in the morning. And I got to compete with my washer and dryer in the other room. My microwave died over the weekend, so I had to go get one of those. It blew up the other week, but I said, hey, let's keep using it until it finally died. So if you hear weird banging, I'm doing my laundry. Nobody does my laundry. So how's everybody doing? Chime in on Facebook. Terrence, how are you doing? How was your weekend, man?
Good.
It was good. Nicole, how's it going, girl? Good. It looks like you got a haircut. You look pretty good. You look pretty good. Yeah, Christian Oreo is here. He's still kind of like hungover. I see Alona. How are you doing, Alona? Good. I can't hear you. You're muted, Nicole.
Oh, we're muted. Okay.
No, you're not, Eileen. Nicole is muted. But I saw.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. You know, Mother's Day is for everybody. You know, it's for anybody that cares for people, takes care of people. That's the way I look at it. Kara, I hope you are well. Dave, how's it going, man? It's going. Yeah, we're here. We're here another week. We're living the dream. We're living the dream.
I think we're good.
Okay, you're good. Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. We're all living the dream. Or the nightmare, depending on which way. So, on Monday, yeah, Dave's like, yeah, it's a nightmare. What did I hear? Somebody made, it's kind of a downer. Somebody's like, this isn't a nightmare because at least you wake up from them. Oh, it's Monday. We're going nuts. So as I was telling these guys, you know, because Christian always chimes in, he always says hi. He always goes to Dunkin' Donuts. My mother-in-law got me a gift. She got me a Dunkin' Donuts card, so thank you. Sometimes she tunes in. It was nice. It was. So thank you. Nice. So I hope everybody had a nice Mother's Day. You know, it was a day. It was a day. Yeah. What'd you do, Nicole, for Mother's Day? Yeah, I know, Dave, you had some...
Just came over.
Oh, nice. So you had some people had visitors from a distance. From a distance. Isn't that a song? From Beaches, the movie, or something like that. It goes in there. Christian wants everybody to know the governor's speaking at 1 p.m. today. Let's hope it's good news. I took a nap. I went food shopping. I bought dinner for my family so I wouldn't have to cook.
Nice.
Which kind of is counterintuitive, but I did get flowers. So it was cool. But I bought myself some candy as well. So it's all good. You know, you gotta take care of yourself. So today on Science, I know I'm feeling, you know, I didn't get a good night's sleep. Cooper was up a lot. How's everybody's sleep going? Chime in. I think, how's everybody's sleep? Kara, how's your sleep? Alona, did you say you saw? Mike says good. Victoria, give me a thumbs up. I only see the top of your pretty head. Good sleep, bad sleep? Alona's good sleep. Nicole looks like maybe. Good morning. I believe that's Allegra looking in, or family from Allegra. So welcome. We're just checking in. Letting a couple of other people. Sorry. You can tell that my coffee is decaffeinated. Who would do that? Who would do it's like a mocha coffee, but it's decaf. Good morning, Stephanie. And good morning, Abby. Wow, I got a good group. Half for Jamie. Yeah, I hear you. My son Cooper's been up. I don't know why. He keeps telling me May 15th all the restaurants are going to open up. I don't think so, but it's a good belief. So, what are we doing today? I know everybody is super excited. Wow, we got a lot of people. Wow, Monday morning. You guys, as I said it before, must be desperate for human contact. I usually get this. Allegra is sleeping well. All right. Ooh, Epsom salt bath. I might have to try that. Good morning. Yes, Cheryl is saying welcome to week 9. Simon is doing schoolwork. He has something going on. And Cooper is still sleeping because he woke up like at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not going to tell you what we said. Good morning, Jeter. Good morning, Abby. We've got a whole bunch of people. So before we begin this amazing scientific journey, And my background, you guys can't see it. My background is kind of a hint of what we're going to do today. And it's all on our Facebook feed too. Go in, and it's on our Google Classroom as well. So we're going to be talking about the planets. Not the Big Bang or whatever this is behind me. That's how I feel like my life is going. You know what I mean? Like just... So, but I wanted to get creative. So people on Facebook can't see my awesome planets colliding background. I'll find a way. I always do. So we've got Kara. Oop, I've had a couple people maybe drop off. I don't know. I have Kara. I have Victoria. I have Terrence. I have Nicole looking a little sleepy. I've got Abby. I've got Alona. I've got Stephanie. I've got Dave. And I've got Adam. I also had Christian and Caitlin and Allegra and Cheryl and Jamie. I can't forget Jamie. I've had a bunch of people over here. And if I forgot you, let me know. Give me a chime. Give me a shout out. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the planets today. That's right, because, you know, things on Earth are a little iffy, if you ask me. It snowed last week in May. Yeah, you see lots of flowers behind me. What? It snowed. So I figured maybe did everybody here get snow? Chime in. That was the 9th. What was that, Thursday or Friday? Did everybody get snow? Raise your hand if I can see it. Chime in. You got snow. Abby got snow. Stephanie got snow. Dave got snow. Kara's laughing, so that must have mean she got snow. It was nuts, because that's not what's supposed to happen. But it happens, and we're all okay. Yep, I bet you guys, Jamie, got a lot of snow. It was coming down. My dad was like, when I saw him on Mother's Day, it was like, what's going on? My dad, just so you guys know, he's 80 years old. I guess, can we all agree that's kind of old? Yeah, it's not insulting.
50's old. 50's old.
What? 50's not old? Get out of here. I should kick you out. 50's not old.
Hey.
You're insulting some people here.
Today's my sister's birthday.
All right. Happy birthday to your sister. And I got to say this much. 50's not old, okay? It ain't old. It may feel old.
Well, for her it might be. I mean,
no, it's not. Would. It's not, man. Because as a person who is 50, it's not old. But 80, I'll give you. 80's kind of old. So my dad's 80, and he said to me, he goes, I've never seen anything like this in the world, you know, being home and the news and snow. He goes, I've never seen this. And life just begins at 50. Thank you. 40s were a lot of fun, so I'm hoping the 50s go okay.
Yeah, it was her birthday, so we celebrated it yesterday on Mother's Day. We gave her a full, she cried. We gave her like a big bulletin board.
Nice.
All the pictures of us growing up, and of course, I'm on the board. So
okay, nice. We like that. So good. Yeah. Feel free. Send me. We got to figure out how we do birthdays and stuff here. So let us begin. I've wasted enough of your time just chit-chatting and drinking my coffee and letting you all come in. So today we're going to talk about planets. And there's a couple of things that if you want to do this project, you can go scout around your house and find them. If you already have them, good for you. You can follow around. You can follow along doing this, and I'll also post this on YouTube as well, so you can do it if you like. Now, the main thing we are going to work with are pom-poms. They're going to be our planets, okay? Pom-poms. That doesn't show up very well, okay? Pom-poms. If you do not have a pom-pom, you can use like newspaper, tissue. Don't use toilet paper. It's too valuable, but you could. Something squishable and or a plastic bag, and you can make it out of tin foil. So what I might do is show you how to make a planet out of that. Oh, Jeter's back. But I'm gonna use pom-poms, and I'm gonna show you how to make a planet in a sec. So you're gonna need a hanger as well. All right, don't worry, you won't lose them forever. One hanger. Pom-poms as your planet, or make your own, which can be paper. It can be leftover paper from anything. Newspaper, it could be tissue, it could be a paper towel, it could be an old paper bag. I'm going to use a plastic bag. And if you're using something like that, I recommend like tin foil, something to wrap it in. If you're using just plain paper, you could wrap it in tape or something like that. You'll use a lot of tape, but it's not a bad way to do it. So for all of you who take my classes, I want you to know that you can adapt this any way to what materials you got, all right? So don't worry if you don't have the same exact thing that I have. Do not sweat it. That's not worth you getting upset about, all right? Don't worry about it. And if you don't have them now, don't worry about it. You can write it down. You can go to Google Classroom. You can go to YouTube. You can follow along later. Don't worry about it. It's all good, all righty? So, pom-poms. We talked about making alternative pom-poms. You can use glue. I know with Zoom you can't see it. Zoom, a glue, or tape. And I think I'm going to use tape. You're going to need scissors. Hello. What? You got a book on the solar system, girl? I think we've got somebody here that's going to help us. Awesome. Yarn. You're going to need yarn too.
From my old school.
Cool. Hold on to it because we're going to need that. We are going to need that. So hey, look who it is. All right. How are you? All righty. Wow, we got reunions and everything. I got lots of people on today. Excellent, Stephanie. Stephanie's got a book on planets. So that's cool. So what we're going to do today is we are going to make, I guess you could call it a mobile. I don't know. We are going to make a model of the solar system. Now, some of you may ask, why? Why, Deborah? Why should I care? So I'm going to talk a little bit about the solar system. So if you got to get up and get some of your materials, go ahead. I won't be insulted. Why should we care about the solar system? Does anybody have any ideas why we should care? Oh, you made a card for your mom. Nice, Caitlin. Nice. Does anybody know why we should care about the universe? Everybody's silent. It's part of our home, actually. It is. I mean, it is our home. We're on Earth. We're one of the planets. Now, I got to ask you guys a question. How many planets are there in our solar system? Well, we're going to explain what the solar system is.
9.
How many?
9.
Okay.
9.
Thank you. Some people said 9. Which is the old school way, the way I grew up with the solar system. But technically, there was some controversy a number of years ago. People chime in if you agree, if you heard this. They reduced it to 8. Who did they kick out as one of the planets? They kicked out Pluto, man. How could you do that? How can you do that to Pluto? Pluto now has like a different status. We're going to focus on the 8. But if you want to add Pluto, you can. You can add it. And I will clap for you. But we are going to focus on the 8 planets. Pluto is oh gosh, it slipped my mind. Who knows what Pluto is now? It's classified as like a dwarf planet, something like that. It's different. It's different. But they're finding out a lot about Pluto. They've gotten pictures. It's like amazing. It's amazing. So, the solar system is a group of planets, all right, and moons, and they go around, or our solar system goes around a big star. Does anybody know the name of the star? Who wants to shout out what we call this star? Yeah, Stephanie? It's the sun. It's the sun. We give it a special name. It's the sun. It's what keeps us warm and toasty and lets our plants grow and all that stuff. It gives us vitamin D, or somehow we process it. It's the sun. The sun is a star. And it's kind of insulting. Yeah, Abby, you don't need to raise your hand. Just shout. What's up? You had something to say or no?
Yes.
Okay, I had a hard time. It was a little garbled. You were talking about the Earth?
He said you are young at heart.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm having a hard time understanding. I'm sorry. It's because of the sound is garbled. But give me a thumbs.
Young at heart.
Oh, young at heart. Well, that's what, it's funny. It's funny that you say that, because the sun, does anybody know, kind of what age group the sun would be? You think the sun would be a baby star, a teenage star? It's a biggie. It's not the biggest it's a middle-aged star. It's a middle-aged star. So, middle age isn't usually celebrated as very exciting. So it's kind of like me. So it's like a medium. It's not super young. It's not super old. It's like right there in the middle. So now we are going to focus. So these planets, there's going to be 8 of them, 9 if you include Pluto. And they go around the sun, just like we do, right? Does everybody understand that our planet... Let me ask you guys, what planet are we on? Earth, thank you. I wanted to make sure. It doesn't seem like it. It's Earth. Earth is awesome. We're super special. Every planet's special, but Earth has got some really cool things about it, and we'll talk a little bit about it. And we go around the sun. Does everybody know how long it takes us to go around the sun? It's kind of a trick question, because you kind of know it.
Well, I know one thing about the sun.
Yeah, well, how long does it take for the Earth to go around the sun?
Oh, God.
You guys know it. You know it. It's 1 year. 1 year. Okay, 365 days. Sometimes we add a little bit, right? Or 364. I think we had a leap year this year,
Yeah,
so we had to add. It was a leap year.
This year.
So it's senior citizen star. I think we're more of a middle-aged star. Don't call me a senior citizen yet.
And the sun sets in the west.
Okay, so we go around the sun, but guess what, guys? All these other planets do too. In our solar system, we've got these planets. And different planets have moons and things like that. We're not going to focus so much on the moons of each planet, because we would have had to make a really big mobile. So I'm just going to do this so my friend can, yeah? Okay, good. So here, well, I'm just going to, there we go. So we are going to make a mobile. So we're going to string the planets on this. And what I'm going to do, guys, is so you guys can learn. There we go. Now you can see. Good. So I lost my background.
Hi, Oreo.
Yep, you saw him. Now you can see him. If you do not have pom-poms, you are going to take your piece of paper, a plastic bag, anything, tissues, toilet paper, whatever. Aluminum foil's on the outside. You're going to crush it up into a ball. And you can even just use aluminum foil on its own. And you're going to shape the aluminum foil. Is that Errol? Because he's strong, man. And you're going to shape the aluminum foil. Hey, man, what's up? I needed you this morning. I could barely get out of bed. I had my bad back. So you can shape it into a ball, okay? Most of us have something like that. If it's a piece of paper, you can crush it and then just use a few pieces of tape. But that's if you don't have pom-poms. I love pom-poms, so I'm using pom-poms. All right? And some of us have them, or you might be going to a dollar store or something like that. If you do not have a pom-pom, you're going to make them out of paper and tin foil. You're going to need 8 of them, and we're going to talk about what sizes we're going to need, okay? Because are all the planets the same size? Raise your hand if you think all the planets are the same size. Nicole says yes. Might look that way. No, Stephanie said no. The planets are not the same size. They're different sizes. And what's really cool... What, Abby? Or did you? I don't know.
Levels.
Yeah, they're different, and there are different places in the solar system. Now, I got news for you. They're not going to spin around the Earth in the nice, perfect orbit we take, because they're on different orbits. Some of them take a really long time to go around the Earth. We've got. What's that?
What's the noise, Auntie?
Who's that? That's like loud. Scared me. I thought I had to leave. Alrighty, so.
Sounded like Dave.
I don't know. Dave, he was ready to blow up. Was it you?
Dave.
No, it wasn't him.
What?
Wasn't him. It's okay. So you're going to keep your yarn and your hanger handy.
Okay.
So let's start going through. What we're going to do is we're going to take one planet at a time. We're going to go in the order that they are from the sun, okay? All right? It's a long trip to get to the sun, so they're not super close, but different planets are closer than others. So we're going to pick the size of our planet, or our pom-pom, based on the size of the planet that exists, and that's how we're going to, hold on, we're going to string them along so we can see this. Why is this important? Because it's important to know the solar system. These are places that we are starting to travel to using technology, and you can see them in the sky. We're going to talk about that before we go. So, the first planet, does anybody want to guess what the first planet is? Oh, and you might want to have some extra, plain paper and a marker with Scotch tape handy at the end, so you can label your planets too, if you like. So, does anybody know the first planet? Give me a guess. Did I hear Mercury? Mercury. It's backwards for you guys on Facebook. Sorry. It's Mercury. Mercury is the first one, and he's tiny. He's the smallest planet in the solar system, and it moves the fastest. It rotates the fastest. So you guys know why we have night and day? Does everybody understand why we have night and day? Other than just that song, night and day, night and day. This one, I need Tony. Night and day. What? Does anybody know? We spin. Our Earth has like this imaginary pole that sticks through it, our axis, and our planet, it spins like, you spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, right? It costs extra for the dances. It spins, and by spinning, and it moves, so it's spinning, and it's moving around the sun, and that's why it takes one whole spin, one rotation, right? This is a day in Earth time, right? This is a day, so I'm starting here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's one whole day. So that's why at one point we're not facing the sun. That's why it gets dark. We're on the other side. So, it spins. Mercury spins the fastest, and it's closest to the sun. Now, it's the second hottest in the solar system. We'll talk about the hottest in a second. And I don't mean me, but it's tiny. So we need to either make a very tiny ball using our tin foil, or we need to find a very tiny pom-pom. Alrighty? So, let me see, guys. Let me see if I can find a tiny, and I got lots of pom-poms. I got lots of pom-poms. It's true. So I got this little guy. Oh, I don't want all my pom-poms to fall on the floor. I don't know if you guys can see it. I got a little tiny. So this one's going to be hard. I'm going to take a string. So you're going to take your yarn. Okay, we're going to go through this. We're going to take our yarn. I don't know. I give yourself like about 2 feet, maybe a foot and a half. So usually your hand's about 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Maybe you might want to get a nice little arm's length. If you want to get a ruler, you can. Or you can use your hanger and do it from one end to the next. All right? You don't want to make them too short because you want them to hang. And you're going to cut. You're going to cut your string. Okay? So just make a length. And if you want to cut all 8 lengths, the same length, you can. And you could do them in the beginning. You could cut them different lengths. I'll do it. Maybe I'll do a couple for you. Okay, good. Whoops, I'm not very organized. It's Monday. So this is going to be hard to show us how we're going to work with the first one because I'm working with such a teeny tiny pom-pom, such a teeny weeny that I don't know if I'm going to be able to tie this around. So I might have to go to a bigger pom-pom. So let me see. It's the smallest. So, hold on. Let me see if I can do this first, and then I'll let you know. Okay, hold on. I might have to go to a bigger pom-pom. I think I have to go to a bigger pom-pom. He's going to fall off here. Here we go. I got a bigger one, and he looks like he's on fire. Okay, good. So, you could glue them, but I'm going to tie it. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your string, and you are going to take your string, you're going to cross them like you were going to tie your shoelaces and pull one end through, making a loop, right? I'm going to make a little loop first so you can see. Where's my loop? Here we go. So I got a little loop. See how I have a little loop there? I have a little loop. And I'm going to then, you could do this right at the same time. I'm going to stick my pom-pom in, my loop, and I'm going to tie it. I'm going to pull both ends, okay? I'm going to pull them pretty tight. And I want to make sure I go around the middle of the pom-pom. I'm going to show that to you. And I'm going to make a double knot. So I'm going to tie it again. All right? So hold on, since it's my first one. Okay, so you guys can see it. So here we go, okay, and he's a little chubby. I got to make sure he gets squished in there. Come on. All righty, so I'm going to show you my pom-pom. He has a string going around him, see? He has a string. I tied a string around him, see? Around his belly. All righty, around his belly. And I want to make sure one end is long and one end is short. The little short end we're going to trim. We're going to cut that one. That one doesn't count, but you want to make sure you tie the knot twice. We'll go over this again. All right? So he's hanging, see? See how he's hanging? So the smaller ones are going to be tougher if you're making them very small. They're going to be tougher because it's hard to tie around them. When we have our string, we're going to take our hanger and we're going to tie our planet, the long end. See how it is? My planet's hanging from one end, right? And I'm going to take the other end and I'm going to tie it. And I would do a double knot again. Going to tie it. And I'll show you how to do tying in just a sec. Around the hanger. See how I have that, guys? So like you're tying your shoe, that first step of when you're tying your shoe, and then your planet's going to hang down. That's the overall effect that we're going to do. So it doesn't matter if you do it now or you do it later, but we're going to do it in order of the planets, and we're going to chit-chat about the planets. So our next planet, our first planet was Mercury. Mars is a good one. It's not yet. Does anybody know the next planet? Ours, no, there's one more. There's one more. She's a lot like us. The second planet. Does anybody know what the second planet is?
Earth.
It's not Earth.
Saturn.
It's not Saturn. Saturn's a biggie, so hold off on Saturn. How about Venus? Has everybody here heard of the planet Venus? Has everybody heard of Venus? And by the silence, I'm thinking no. Some of you have not heard of Venus.
Yes.
One. Yes, I've heard some people. Venus, we associate with love. Mercury, if you look at Greek myth or Roman myths, I think that's more of the warring planet, right? And now Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's also the brightest and the hottest. Now, when sometimes you guys are looking up in the sky and you see this like little red dot, you might think you're looking at a star, but in fact, you're looking at Venus. You can see Venus at certain times, I believe. So, and this planet has a twin, like they say. Venus is the twin to a planet in terms of size and mass. Does anybody know what planet is Venus's twin? Somebody said it earlier.
Venus.
Venus, and what's our planet? Earth, Dave, good. Venus and Earth are very similar in size and mass. So, but Venus is bright and hot. It's really close to the sun. So I'm gonna pick, I don't want red. I think I'm gonna pick orange. I don't know. What color makes you think of something bright and hot? You think orange? The sun, it could be yellow. You could pick yellow. I'm going to pick orange. And I'm going, I lost some of my planets. I'm a terrible celestial being. I'm going to take my planet, and once again, this is all you're going to do. I'm going to show Facebook as well. We're going to take this, and we're going to tie our string. We're looping it around. Okay, see how I did that? I tied that. I'm going to show Zoom people as well. So I have my string. I'm going to start by making a loop. See, I have a nice little loop. I'm going to start to put my planet in there.
Deborah.
Goodbye. And then I'm going to tie it. Okay? So it's like in the middle. See how I did that? And I'm going to tie it nice and tight. So he's in there. If you're working with your other kind, you're working with, you can also use some glue if you want to secure it. Okay, so here we go. I got another one. I'm going to tie the end off. So I've got that one, right? So Venus goes next. So I'm going to tie this one. The art project isn't as much. It's really more about learning about the planets. All righty. So we got that one. Let's see. So here we go. I got two. Letting somebody in. I got two planets. So I've got Venus. I've got Mercury and Venus. Oh, that's cute. They ding around. Now, let's see. What's the next planet after Mercury, after Venus? What's next? What do you think? I heard it. Somebody said Earth, right? Now, Earth and our solar system, as far as we know, we're the only planet in our solar system that has something very special. And all of us share this in common. What is it? Yeah, Dave, we're alive. For now, right? We're alive. We're living creatures. We're the only planet that right now, that we know of, that has life. And what makes us really cool is, can some people tell us a couple of things that we have that makes it really good for life? What do you think? Name a couple. What do you, somebody said, what do you use, to make coffee or to take a bath?
Coffee.
We
Sugar.
use, or it rains. What is that? It's water. It's liquid water. We're the only planet that, has it, I guess. That's a really good thing. We have it. It's very available, liquid water. What else do we have? Yeah, water, Jamie. Excellent. We go outside.
That's another statement.
And we breathe it. We have everything has air, I guess. We have air. We have an atmosphere. So we have different layers with the ozone. We have a really good atmosphere. It's kind of like this area, special air, I guess we could say, that goes around the earth, and we can breathe, and we don't get, it also protects it, right? We have these wonderful clouds and things like that we don't die of, well, we hope not to die of radiation, all those things. We've got some really cool stuff about Earth. Earth is pretty far out. So once again, I tied a little string around my Earth. Now, because Jamie said it, Earth has water. What color is water?
Blue.
Blue. Yeah, I don't know why we think it's blue. Sometimes it's green, but I'm going to pick, we call it the big blue marble. So I'm going to pick blue for my Earth. You can pick whatever color you want. And if you're doing it with the tinfoil, you could take a marker and cut it if you want. So right now, my Earth is really high. I don't know. So I have Mercury, Venus, and Earth. Now, what's the next planet? What's the next planet?
Okay, thank you.
Very similar. Very similar.
Now please do this.
All righty. If people gotta go, just go. Don't worry. I won't be mad. This is the last of these, what we call terrestrial kinds of planets, right? So we had Mercury, Venus, Earth. What's next? Yes, Hannah, what's next?
Mars.
Yes, she got it. It's Mars. Mars. Does anybody know the little nickname for Mars? There's something special about Mars. What do you think? Call it out, Nicole.
Aliens.
Aliens? We haven't seen any aliens on Mars. They might have lived there a long time ago. We don't know. There seems to be traces of maybe like evidence that there was water. We do have probes on there. Thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin's got some good stories. It's like a desert planet. It's very dry and it's very red. That's what it's known for. Mars is the fourth. It's also known as the red planet because it's got that rusty color. And hey, it's got 2 moons. How many moons do we have, guys? How many moons do we have? Just one. We just got one. And who believes that the moon does crazy things to us? When there's a full moon. I know scientists say no. It does. I'm convinced. It does affect the oceans, the tides. The moon does have special abilities, or it affects our planet, and it circles around our planet. And it's pretty to look at. All right? So I've got my Mars. Okay? And I'm going to tie that too. Whoop. Now. All right, let's see. Hold on. We're just tying it. I'm not doing it so much as an art project, guys, because I figure you guys are pretty smart. You can figure this out. You may just want to glue them onto a piece of paper. You don't have to hang them from something. All right. Whoa. So here's my planets. I'm not a very good creator here. So I've got, let me see. Okay. So I've got, what was it? I've got Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Mars is having a hard time, right? So my Earth is kind of bigger. I don't know why, but oh well. They shouldn't be bigger than these guys, but you know. Now, those are 4 special planets. We always kind of hang out together We're very solid, our planets. Now we move on to the next ones. Now, if we're made out of rock, wait a minute, sorry, somebody sent me chats. I'm very bad at chats. I'm really bad at chats. Oh, Mars, thank you. Mars was the Roman god of war. Yeah. Is that also the sign of Aries? I don't know. I got to find it. And let me know. Now, we move on. If our planets are made out of rock, right? We're made out of rocks. We're like a chunk of rock, and dirt floating around space. These next planets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets here are, that's weird. We got 9 planets. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It was, so what are our next 5 planets? They're made out of something. They're made out of, it's kind of around you. It's not solid. It's just shout it out. It's a gas. It's like air. They're made out of gases. Alrighty? And I'm sorry, Mike, everybody was right. I had my number off on my planets because I was thinking of Pluto. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got 8. Sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. 9 with Pluto and the rest of the 4. Never mind. I haven't had my coffee. I didn't have caffeine. We've got 4 gas planets. Let's see if we can do these gas planets. So what is the 5th planet closest to the sun? Who wants to shout it out? I got to get it. It fell on the floor. What's the next planet? Tried to get out of here. Our science is not going well. The next one, it is the biggest planet in the solar system. It has 79 moons. Thank you, Caitlin. I see that. What? It's got 79 moons. Oh, I think I'm going to use this one. I think this one's bigger. It's a biggie. It starts with the letter J. Jupiter is ginormous. Now, I don't have it. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I have a marker. If you like Jupiter is, and I didn't have my things here. So here's Jupiter. It has all those stripes. And then it has that like big circle, right? That floats around. So I don't know, maybe I'll draw a little circle. It's got like that eye. It's just swirling gas, right? Pretty cool. So I need you to make the biggest planet you can find. And it's big. I don't even think this model is scientifically accurate. You can fit a lot of Earths into Jupiter. But I only have so many big things. So I only have, this is the biggest pom-pom I have. So I'm going to make it, so I'm just cutting string and I'm going to tie it around. Okay, I'm tying it around. You guys maybe can't see. And I'm going to make the bigger the planet, the easier it is to tie. I have to admit, with your pom-pom. Alrighty. And Jupiter's big. Jupiter's an easy one. So pick the biggest pom-pom or make the biggest pom-pom out of tinfoil or paper you can if you're doing this, right? So it's a gas giant, as they call them. Wait a minute. And this one is the fastest spinning planet. So the other one revolved the fastest, but this one spins itself the fastest. Okay. We need a science teacher to come in and explain what's the difference to us. That's a good question. So maybe the planet itself spins and the other one revolves? I don't know.
You need Justin to explain it, Deb.
Well, I mean, I'll find out. Maybe it's in one of the videos that I posted on Facebook. Go watch it. The second one in the comments is a little bit better. I have to admit, the guy has a cooler voice. All right, so here we go. I've got all my planets so far. Jupiter's big. It's a biggie. It's a biggie. And I think our probes just, or like some of our satellites are just starting to get out that way too, or beyond. They're beyond. It's really far. The places are very, very far. Now, after Jupiter, the biggie, there's another big planet. Does anybody know what the is Saturn? It is Saturn. And Saturn is such it's a nice planet. I mean, I don't think it's really probably where we would want to live, but there's something very special about Saturn. Does anybody know? Does anybody know what's special about Saturn? It's the sixth. It's a gas planet. It's the lightest planet. What is it about?
Ring?
Yes. Yes, it's got rings. Saturn is known for its rings. So Saturn's not the only planet with rings though, but Saturn is Saturn, I'm just tying them around, does have these fancy rings around them. And they're really, I think there's like ice and stuff like that that's in them. So if you want and you have a different colored yarn or string, or you have pipe cleaners, you may want to just wrap some pipe cleaners around your planet. Or as I said, you could tie another string going the other way. Hold on. Wait, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, there you go. My Saturn, these are very poor looking planets, I admit. They're not the best, but it's a great way. And if you don't want to do it on a hanger, you can do it on a piece of paper. It's totally cool. Alrighty? So there we go. But we can get an idea of kind of what they look like. Saturn, I think, is the second biggest. All the teachers out there should let us know. So there they are. They're kind of floating around. Great. Now, the seventh planet has a name that we all like to laugh about. So I'm going to let you guys kind of laugh about it. Get it out of your system. Yes. Or as some people say, I've heard it said Uranus. I think people are starting to change the way they pronounce it so that we don't laugh. It's Uranus. Hey, man, Uranus is showing. Uranus is coming around. My ruling planet, I believe I'm an Aquarius. I believe Uranus is my ruling planet. So just get all the jokes out while you can. And enjoy it. Or Uranus, as some people, I think that sounds worse. I'd rather just say Uranus.
Uranus?
Uranus. I've heard other people say that. Uranus. I don't know. Now, Uranus is cold. It's the seventh planet. It's the coldest planet in the solar system. I would have thought it would have been the next one. But no, it's the coldest. And it does have a thin ring system. And it has 27 moons. And it's described as rolling around the Earth on its side. So maybe we need to go and look. And I apologize for Facebook people. Somebody was trying to call me. It spins, it turns differently, which is kind of cool. You know, the universe is kind of a crazy, weird world. So we've got to make sure we include Uranus in our planets, right? So there we go. I made it blue because I think that it's like a light blue because I think it's kind of like, icy or it's very cold. So I made it that color. So, whatever colors you make it, it's cool with you. It's cool with me. I'm not going to get mad. All righty. So here we go. All right. And we're going to have time. We're going to have time to talk about stargazing. And if you want to, my planets got tangled up. Oh, no. They're going to crash into each other. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What have I done? Man should not interfere with science, with the universe. I don't even know where this one's coming from. It's got an extra string. Okay, so here we are. Here's my little universe, but I've got one last planet. It's the eighth, And it's the smallest of the gas planets. Now, we were talking about Pluto. Pluto technically, I think, is that the last one, or is Pluto lost its planet status? It now has something else. Oh, okay, yeah, I can't take phone calls once I am on, because it'll throw everything off. So you can't send me phone calls. You can't make phone calls with me, but that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, the different planets are associated with different gods. Absolutely, which is cool, which is very cool. Thank you, Caitlin. So we've got, what's the other one? It's not Pluto. There's one other planet. What do you think? What do you think would be the Neptune? And we associate Neptune with what? What do you think? Like a place, someplace on Earth, King Neptune, sometimes Poseidon, depending on if you're using different, whatchamacallit. Here, I'll use this white one. I think I'll use this white one to make it like Neptune. Think of like water, King Neptune, SpongeBob, under the sea kind of thing. I don't know why. But it's got the strongest winds in the solar system. And it has 13 moons, if you can believe that. 13 moons. Listen, our moon, I guess, is so perfect. Question for you. Is the moon made out of cheese? Has anybody heard of that? Has the moon been made out of cheese? I don't know where that came from. It is not. It's made out of rock. It's not made out of cheese, but I don't know if younger people know that story of the moon's made out of cheese. Has anybody heard of that?
No.
No, Victoria's never heard of that. Hannah, have you ever heard of that the moon is made out of cheese? I don't know. Dave has. No, Dave has. Dave's heard of it. I think because maybe they looked at it and it had like craters and it looked like Swiss cheese. I don't know where that comes from, but there we go. Now, Pluto. Guys, I am going to let you make your own decision. There are now 8 planets. I'm trying to cut their strings here a little bit, and I can't do it because they're moving around.
Yeah, it's not going to work while it's moving.
I know, Victoria, but I couldn't help it. All right, so we've got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, the big boy, Saturn with the rings, Uranus, and Neptune. And both Uranus and Neptune have rings as well. So if you wanted to put some on, you can. So we've got these. Now, Terrence raises the really important question. Do we include Pluto? Pluto, I believe now, is called a dwarf planet. It's small.
Entirely considered.
It's no longer considered a planet. When I was a kid, it was. I'd have to find out the absolute order. I forget if it comes before or after Neptune. I'm really bad. You can. If you want to include it, I'm not going to be mad at you if you do. But we're going to stick to the current scientific method of it. So now we have all our planets. And they're going to go around the sun, like going around the sun as we're all going around in our galaxy and in space and the universe. So everything is moving that it should almost make you feel a little dizzy, give you a little bit of motion sickness. But we can't feel it, which is pretty cool. So, like I said, now, if you want, you can take a piece of paper, cut it up into strips, and you can label them. You can tape them to your planets. You can either tape them to the string itself, like this. See how I have that? Or you can do it above. But it's kind of cool if you think you're going to forget to label your planets. Alrighty? So that's something you can do on your own. I believe I have some materials on Google Classroom. But why is this important? Why does this work in our lives before we go? So I don't know, guys. Maybe it's important to know our home. It's more than just Earth. We're out there. Maybe you're into science fiction. Maybe, who thinks there's other life out in the universe? Who here believes that? Or who thinks we're it? Kara, who thinks we're it? It's just people. It's just Earth has life. It's a philosophical question, scientific. Ooh, Jeter, I like that. I really like that. Who here thinks that there must be another planet? Caitlin, are you saying no? Because to the last question, do you think that no, that's it? In the universe, we're it. It's only just Earth. What do you think, Dave? Dave, you think we might have heard from them by now? Maybe. Maybe we don't want to hear from them. As we go out and explore, we might bring life to other planets, believe it or not. If you've ever been to NASA, when they build these satellites, they have to build them in very controlled environments. And I've been to one. It's really cool. They have to make sure that nothing, no dirt, no bacteria, little itty bitty, nothing like that gets on there. And then you can send it out to space. If you get bacteria or something like that, you don't know. These very, very small microbes, they could go and turn into something else. Who knows? Maybe we're the ones that are making life outside in the universe. I don't know. I like to think, Dave and Caitlin, I like to think that there's got to be something else out there. I don't know. The Express Dave agrees now. I think somebody said it's an awful waste of space. I do. I don't think we're going to ever hear from them because we live so far away. We live so far away, even though on our little thing, it looks like they're pretty close. And I love this because you can kind of move them around. They look like they're close, but we're not. We're not. But what's fascinating, and this is on Google Classroom, if you want it, or I can always include it, you can look up where you can see these planets in the sky. That's one of the reasons why. I don't believe in other life forms. I don't even watch shows about the subject. I do, girl. I do. And interdimensional, too. I dig that stuff. So, this month, starting around the 11th, you can see certain planets will be visible. Like, I think you're going to be able to see Jupiter this week. Saturn, supposedly. You can catch all 5 bright planets in May 2020. Use the waning moon, I don't know, to watch the morning planets, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. You'll be able to see Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. And sometimes you can see them, like, you won't see them like this. I mean, they won't look very detailed, but they look like stars. They look like little dots of light in the sky. So I believe I put that on the Google Classroom so you can look them up and do some stargazing. But it was fun. We got to learn a little bit about planets. I think next week we'll learn a little bit about constellations, and we'll do a little crafting with it too to draw your own. So for next week, maybe just have some paper and pencil and markers handy. So I just dig this. I dig earth science stuff. What do you guys think? Cool to learn about the solar system? Dave thinks so. Yeah, we can talk more about these. And if you make them and you come back next Monday, bring them and show us and we'll share it. I think that's cool. Mike says, yeah. I mean, I like learning about the planets, and maybe we can talk more about them as we next week we'll focus more about the stars as well. Because, hey, why not? We've got lots of time to look at them in our sky. Caitlin's ruling planet is Mercury. You're a Virgo. So yeah, and next week, do this. Make sure you have your birthday handy. We're going to talk a little bit about astronomy versus astrology. They're different. One is science. One is a little different, but they're fun to talk about. So next week, we'll talk a little bit about stars and constellations. For the rest of this day, and I'm sorry I'm dragging over, there is Lunch Bunch with me this week at 12:30. It'll be on Zoom and Facebook. And then Music with Tony. I'm thinking it's both. I don't know. Both. I have it on the schedule as both. So if he keeps it that way. So I really want to thank you guys. I know we went through fast on this. It's already, I think, posted on the Google Classroom. If you need me to re-put the instructions, I can. But it's really simple. Make your pom-poms or your balls. You can hang them from a hanger with yarn or string, or you can put them on a piece of paper. Glue them onto a piece of paper. It's totally cool. It's up to you. You guys are super creative. And go check out the Google Classroom. You can find it on Facebook on the links today. I think it's in there. Alrighty, guys?
All right.
So, Judith, it was good seeing you. Very happy to see you. Hannah, it was good to see you. Mike, it was good to see you. Alone, it was good to see you.
It was good to see you too, Deborah.
It's always good to see you, girl. The lovely Victoria, as always. Dave,
What did I do?
Nicole, we're going to be taking some pictures of my Uranus, and because it's my ruling planet as an Aquarius. Terrence, as always, a pleasure. Kara, thank you. We had Jamie, we had Caitlin, we had Christian, we had Allegra, we had some people that left to go to other classes. So, in our 9th week, everybody have a wonderful day if I don't see you later. If not, join in, 12:30. Bring your lunch. We'll do lunch bunch. Alrighty, guys? Have a good
All right,
one,
bye.
face.